fight themselves. Even though LYON have so much CC on their team, there are multiple threats here on FlyQuest. They have 4 separate carries that could take over.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of the game, they might actually be trying to
for the team. He'll be playing to scale and get those items. Adilan is on the bomb side.
I don't think he was
already.
I don't know if he was spotted. They're going to try and get this wave in. Ooh, LYON's taking a little bit of damage already. Adi now committing in. Masu dodging out on the damage, but cannot dodge the autos. Henna picks up first blood.
Inspired is over the wall, though. Looking to
level
pick
6.
up at least
Cyclone's
one.
available. This could clean up everything. Insta pops Adilan. Henna can't get out either. A double kill to Inspired.
Ooh, that's a good feeling as a jungler when the other team just kind of lines up and in the cycle of your full clear, you can pick up a double kill bottom lane. Inspired is off to the races.
He got right back to that camp. Now, Call of Forge got from Surdy, lands onto Bwipo, flashes away. Saint now walks all the way from mid lane. Bwipo's gonna have to try and trade something back. The shot went lane, he gets it! Bwipo with the
Maybe
one.
Surdy got a little ambitious with that flash follow for auto. I think Saint could have probably finished the kill too and avoided some damage. So big, small.
As we get into Alive is on the Dragon. It's going to be the first Dragon picked up. The 3 grubs were picked up by FlyQuest. So a trade of the
that they always have a clear idea of how they think they can best win the game.
Yeah.
So what it looks to be like in this one is they're saying, we're going to be able to get such a big gold lead that by the time 3rd or 4th Drake comes up, we'll smash them.
If Bwipo dies, that might throw a wrench in that plan, though. Ultimate's used by LYON. Bwipo's trying to get away. LYONs can chase him down. Angle Barb could be it. One more auto. Oh, Bwipo gets the shield back, though. Flash from LYONs to guarantee the kill. And LYON with the pickup on the bottom side. FlyQuest now pouncing top half of the map. Surdy's going to have to try and get out of here. Shattering Strike used by Busio, buffered by Surdy, and he's out. But the turret will fall. FlyQuest get more gold in their pocket.
Yeah, Ornn quite a bit tankier on that weak side, so Surdy going to be fine walking it out. He'll still be able to collect the wave, and sure there's no vision in there, and then pull the blue buff into that brush.
Now we see Quad all alone top side, though, because everybody was so focused on the buff. Quad alone means that LYON can pick him up, give the kill over to Saint. 2 in his pocket. LYON pounce and get a kill topside.
Saint pretty happy about that one. Nice coordinated play, but now this is the counterplay by FlyQuest trying to get the mid turret. They don't get the kill, but they will be able to get the turret and are trading up a bit in map pressure.
Charge.
Inspired is the second charger.
Adilan is here, smites it away, and now Cyclone, he has to flash, exhaust use, but Busio trying to get out of there. Now LYON's on the flank. Busio very slow right now as he's looking for the remount. Call the Forge God now. Surdy looking for the engage. Oh, misses on Busio, but didn't need it. They still get the kill, and Henna was set up because of it. Gets onto Masu. LYON find 2 in the mid lane, looking for more. Inspired trying to use the healing from the Scuttle Crab to get out of there, but the pillar blocks his path. LYON are making FlyQuest sweat as Inspired is desperately limping away, has to flash.
Yeah, all ults up for LYON. I think they're gonna look to turn.
All right, Inspired's in the pit right now. Surdy's trying to hold the line right now. Call the Forge God has been pulled. He's got to get out of the garage pretty well. And now the Pop Blossom engage. Masu's got to get out of there as the Cyclone from Inspired re-engages for FlyQuest, shutting down LYON's approach. Bwipo in the flank gets flash out of Henna, flash out of Saint. The carries are out of there. FlyQuest absorb the play and get the Dragon.
When FlyQuest was giving up the first Drake,
Honestly, you see Ornn Ultimate plus the Nico kind of overlap their knockups.
oh, it's huge though.
And then he's fine, but look at that grouping.
Trying to force fights.
Yeah, grouped up in the mid lane right here. All members to take the turret. They're losing their
line, so they still have a wombo combo in them if they can find the right window to do it.
And FlyQuest are just doing the exact same thing. Say, all right, you want to group up? We'll group up. We got a 4,500 gold lead right now. We can actually win this. Shockwave onto Busio right there, pulled back. Adilan now has to use the subjugate flash to get to safety.
Yeah, LYON using Surdy's teleport to come over, but FlyQuest hold on to Bwipo's.
And now LYON are in an interesting position here. Masu actually on the flank, just approaching Adilan. Flash Pop Blossom, but Masu gets away. LYONs thought he could find the enemy 80 carry and just gets punished for the attempt.
That was so smooth from Masu right there. That was
Didn't
so
even flash.
Smooth. Cleanse, pretty buttery smooth, and they're gonna just burn down this Baron. Let's see, Adilan doesn't have flash, so skills are really hard.
Shockwave's coming up soon, but there's just not many tools for LYON right now as FlyQuest have Busio to hold the line. They get the Baron. LYON.
They might have been able to kill him, although with level 16 and all those magic print items, he might have just turned on to Kaisa if he flew in anyway. So,
well, both Inspired and Busio kind of flexing here between the jungle. Ready to go to either side.
Saint's all the way bot side right now, shoving a deep wave while the rest of LYON are trying to hold the line here. FlyQuest with their banner-powered minions, though, will always be able to outpush. So Saint now backing, coming back to the fountain. But that inhibitor turret has already fallen, and FlyQuest are just going to throw their wallets around and say, Lion, you have to do something if you want your base to survive. First inhib will fall, Pillar invested on the Masu, but Adelan gets exhausted, has to walk away. Now FlyQuest looking at this middle inhibitor here, as they're letting the minions do most of the work for now. Call the Forge God, this is the big go button for Lion. 30 only lands it onto 1, but Busio with the counter engage. Now Lion's pop lost him onto 3, but it's only the front line. The damage dealers were not threatened. Shockwave almost turns it on to Busio, but Lion just cannot kill him. Head up throws himself into the back line, hoping for a miracle. Nothing to be found. FlyQuest cleanly executed. No panic whatsoever. They will crush Lion with a 12,000 gold lead in game number 1.
It's another day in the office for FlyQuest as they remain undefeated in Split 3. The first,
they are speedy, but if you CC them, you can just burst down the Recon sometimes because they're very squishy and get a reset for Jinx. Like, if you just focus on, to the earlier point, stopping the front line, you know, you ult this Recon and lock them up.
And it has to flash, but does not have the team around him. First blood picked up by Inspired.
I mean, it's a big extension of the top lane gank avoidance by Bwipo there. Audi didn't want to give it up because he hadn't reset yet.
And can we get a look at the top wave, minion wave? Well, we got some action down here first, but the top minion wave, they could freeze that big old wave because, you know, Surdy is half health under tower. He's actually running the risk of getting dove at the moment with the duo lane heading over.
Pops a World Ender to try and help him clear out this wave because Masu and Busio are both there. Surdy is in danger. Lands a 1 knockup onto Bwipo. And FlyQuest are just dancing around here. They can wait for the next wave. Masu's actually catching this one. And Surdy's like, all right, I'm not quite sure what my out is, but he is buying some time, wasting some of FlyQuest as Bwipo does have the damage. Surdy might actually be able to turn that. No! Ultimate's committed from FlyQuest, but now Quad's in some trouble.
Hey!
Lion! Bite back in the mid lane.
A much faster game.
Stack their objectives like we were talking about, as well as just keep up a really efficient farm for Inspired.
Saint, dodges the knockback, and Quad's in a lot of trouble right now in the 1v1. Saint right now, it's 2-2 in the kill score. And 3 grubs plus a dragon to FlyQuest, so Lion might be looking at this next dragon as where they want to start contesting. Surdy takes a rough trade right there. On top of Onslaught comes in from Bwipo. Now the World Ender from Surdy. We got a 1v1 classic in the top lane. Surdy feels pretty good about that one. Flash forward, one more auto, he takes it! Feat of Warfare claim for Lion. Surdy will die to the turret, but
Flash disadvantage, gold's the same.
I was like,
I'll take what I can get, you know. Lions with a fancy little headbutt into the Flash Bolt Rise. Quad now in some trouble again under the turret. He has just been focused all day by Lion.
So like you do some like splash damage, you touch the Scion and get them burning.
Well, currently Scion is hovering near Saint right now. The rest of Lion are walking in towards the Dragon. They force out the Feather Storm from Masu, and now they commit everything onto the AD carry. Masu in trouble, flashes with the Blade Caller, still alive, but not for long. Henno with the snipe will take him down. The Dragon, the focus, it is taken by Inspired, but the fight is won by Lion.
That's it. That's the team fight that Lion needs to be able to orchestrate. Henno gets
these squishier champs. Where is Masu? Masu just got ulted by Adelan, gets bumped there, so nice little combo there. He does flash.
They're also first onto the Rift Herald here, so taking the tempo from that last fight and trying to pay it forward into more plays.
Lion find themselves with a gold lead for the first time this series. 1 point.
You know, he also threw a Jinx ult up at the Bwipo and Surdy 1v1. That had already been decided though by the time the ult got there. But that Jinx getting the extra money here. These Lion carries. Here we go for the dive.
I mean, we are just laser focused on Quad. It's going to be Lion taking it up. Saint gets the damage. Saint gets the kill credit. Now Busio under the turret. Quickness was popped, but not going to lock anyone down for long enough for a kill. Lion get another onto Quad.
Talk about a nightmare game for Quad. 0-4-0 so far. He just hopped in for fun there.
Now pops a World Ender yet again. Inspired is here. They could look for the dive. Surdy, does he go for the wave or does he try and go for an outplay? It's going to be Bwipo taking up the turret to start things off, which means Inspired gets so much time to just beat down the Aatrox. He's healing up. Drain tanking it, but not enough. FlyQuest get their man.
Tried to maximize his Sundered Sky and Aatrox passive procs. Gets Bwipo for a big heal at the end, but it is not enough. As Inspired.
And you're quick about it, then you actually don't have to put yourself in danger. But Aurora's a very mobile champion, so I expect picks.
Seismic Shove lands on the Lions right there. Has ultimate available. Doesn't want to use it. Flashes. Ooh, Lion almost lose their support.
Did save his ult though, because they're going to want that for the next fight. But they continue the fight.
Might just be able to TP in, but now, yeah, Lion got to be worried here. Now the Alistair ultimate as Bwipo teleports in very far from the rest of FlyQuest, but now he takes so long to die, it just bops Lions over the head. Lion lose their support, they're going to lose their top laner. Surdy out of sorts as well. And FlyQuest find 2.
Bwipo can avoid, or rather stop the Aurora from getting access on his backline.
Well,
or Fly's just going
There's a
fast.
short window. Yeah, Lion can just try and make a fast play onto Bwipo right now. Saint does a lot of damage with that. Leandri's completed.
They're going to kill him.
Riftmaker completed. Bwipo has no backup close by. Busio's now making it here. Flash from Bwipo. Trying to shield himself back up. Audiolane goes forward, but now the rest of FlyQuest has made it. Bwipo goes down, but he has a zombie form. Mega Death Rocket lands, but across the veil between worlds. Big damage coming in here from Saint, but he's out of the fight. FlyQuest found the player with all the gold, all the damage. They're taking down Henna as well, but no, he actually survives. Surdy playing the hero for Lion, and they actually give it right back to FlyQuest. Their front line's down.
Fights. If you have the right angle, especially in Dragon, you can completely win a fight with Tilly ult.
Lions pops the ultimate early. Audiolane gets flash out of the carries. Masu's the target. They're trying to lock down the Zaya, but now Bwipo's 1v3 on the side here. Lions will fall. The support is not as tanky as the top laner, and FlyQuest are just inevitable. They'll get onto the back line. They'll take down Saint. He tries to get away from the fight. The only member to live. FlyQuest crushed the fight.
Honestly, the perfect Chillia ult. As Audiolane tried to engage onto FlyQuest, he completely traps them and makes a 4v2, and then Bwipo is the one who's trapped on the other side with Lion.
Saint! He's going for it. He thinks he can outplay Masu right now, but with Busio there, it's a 1v2. Weirding lands, and he gets it. Okay.
That's kind of one of those like kind of tilt plays, I think. But you know, I think that was a shutdown. Okay.
Yeah, it's something.
But you know, everything's exploding. Try and do another. Okay, is he gonna go in and try and steal? There's no way in.
No shot. Now with Bwipo on the flank, Busio holding the line. Now the Otacon goes down. The Weaver's Wall comes in, and Lion have 2 members on the wrong side of it. Lion splashes forward, knocks Quad back. Chain CC. Henna's doing damage. Quad is actually out of the fight. Lion found it out of nothing, and FlyQuest bought right into that chaos. Shutdown for 30. Lion take down 3.
Wait, they're over chasing, and Baron is gonna come up. This Baron timer is gonna overlap with Death timers.
Oh, and now they're under the turret. They can just keep going, but Masu is still full health, has the ultimate available. Featherstorm can buy so much space for FlyQuest, but now Masu Soul. Another Weaver's Wall comes down here. Looks like they're trying to block off the approach. Maybe looking at Surdy as he seismic shoved back over the wall. Bwipo trying to lock him into place, but he's healing right back up. Decimating Smash lands as now the rest of FlyQuest are trying to back up Bwipo. Quad's doing damage here on the Lions. Another seismic shove. Lions now has to try and escape.
So strange.
Will do just that. Nobody falls, but the mid wave actually turret falls to Saint.
Yeah, if that solo tower gold is enough for him, like if he can actually
Can he live?
But can he get out?
Yeah, I mean, he's crossed the veil, but Quad has the damage there. Between worlds to jump to safety. Inspired's right waiting for him, though. Now comes Surdy trying to play the hero, trying to keep Saint alive, but he just can't do it. Masu with the kill.
Actually, you can see Inspired is laser focused on finishing off this Drake.
And Lion aren't even starting up the Baron. There's so many wards, too, so FlyQuest will see if Lion want that.
So, if Aurora
dying before the soul and completely winning that advantage, they're still going to try to have a clean engage. It might work, but FlyQuest is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, Saint has the death cap now, but now he's getting engaged. Chain CC, he's just focused. Saint goes marching home as FlyQuest catch the mid laner yet again.
Okay, that's going to be FlyQuest heading over to the Baron then afterwards with the jungler and the mid laner down. There has got to be like a 0.1% chance that there's a steal from wait, Henna doesn't even have ult. There's no Jinx ult. Okay, there's not.
I am tilted for Lion right now. Like, this has been such a sequence of events where they did so well to put themselves in a position where they could beat FlyQuest. And the thing about this format as well is, like, every game matters, even in the elimination.
So you know how they do those videos on time to kill? Like, what is the time to kill on Bwipo here? If it's just Henna, just spam attacking him.
Yeah. Which gun?
Well, okay, if you do the math, it's
You
closer
can use
to
both.
200.
I'll let you
Okay.
use both. You can charge up your minigun, or you can use rockets, do whatever you want.
I think if Whipple's allowed to press Randwins and W...
Wait, let's look here. Okay, the shields, okay.
It's not gone down. It's still up. I think it got bigger, actually. A Saint, oh! Seismic shove back, not into the other. Saw that gold grab, and that's why, again, it's just, it can hurt for teams to be like, we were within striking distance of the best team in the league.
Win the whole fight after, then you just kill the base, yeah.
I mean, if you take down the enemy Nexus, I think you've got a good chance of winning that one, but it's looking rough for now, right now, as Bwippo starts the engage onto Surdy. Inspired following up here. Lion, we're not ready for that one.
They got through the shield.
Adilan, no steal potential onto the Elder Dragon. Lion now have Saint across the wall, but he's spotted out here. It's a 4v5. He's going to try a desperation play, but it is just that. FlyQuest, again, are inevitable. Busio buys time for them to take down the Alistair. FlyQuest kill 2, and will set their eyes on that Elder Dragon.
Yeah, they're in no rush. They don't have the waves to push either, so
Jinx
they're going to go
rocket.
for Elder.
Jinx
Okay, what was that? 0.00001?
This feeling.
Henna, can you do it?
No one's blocking it either. Henna can get this.
Generational play. Ooh, not going to land right there. It was a crapshoot, didn't land.
Every jungler has been there. Everyone's been traumatized at least one time by a steal like that.
And
okay.
Surdy's caught out as well here right afterwards. Yeah, the wheels have fallen off for Lion. FlyQuest are reminding us as to why they are the boogeyman in LTA North, why they were our representative there at MSI. And now, teleport in from Bwippo into the mid lane. Saint trying to get away here as Adilan and him are just trying to catch waves wherever they can. There's not many safe places on the Rift right now. Adilan will go back to get the cannon, but I mean, it's just these melees might be enough, plus the bottom wave.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they try and end here without Baron and Supers. It depends on how well Lion can clear the wave. I feel like Bwippo will be fine tanking the turrets if he moves in a little early. He might try and end right here.
Yeah, Lion's going to go for one final desperation play. No Surdy for 10 seconds. It's a 4v5 under their Nexus turrets. Bwippo is taking a lot of damage here. Saint gets big damage spread across multiple members. First Nexus turret will fall, but Inspired actually leading the team forward. Yeah, he's out. Bwippo just got caught. What was that?
That was the Aurora burst right there.
Yeah, no fair. Saints in them.
4 completed items on the Aurora appears to be enough to get through the health bar.
If they wanted to full send it there, but it looks like they're going to decide we'll get better odds at positioning for a team fight.
Howard and threaten a bit of a flank here.
Inspired gets chunked out, has the Guardian Angel, so even if flying full send on him, the rest of FlyQuest might be able to punish. They're catching the waves now. Supers are going to hit that bottom turret here shortly. Lion have a short window now to avoid that and look for a pick. Weaver's Wall going to come out from quad as all of Lion are able to get onto the correct side, but the flick back onto Adilan, full engage, full commit onto the jungle. But the damage from Saint is just insane! Masu looks for his own little fight there on the Henna. Inspired's down. Masu's got to get out of the fight. Saint's chasing him down. Triple kill to Saint. Lion hold the line. Quad will fall. Henna with the kill. It's only Bwippo left. Leave their den. It gets scarier for them. FlyQuest have control of the access to the river. They're already on that Elder Dragon. But now Bwippo throws out the unstoppable onslaught. He's going to look for the engage. Busio over the wall as well. Big knockups, big damage. Bwippo might be taken out, but he flashes to safety. Massive.
You can just throw out poke, slowly take the inhibitors. Then once you have all inhibitors, you have so much extra super minion pushing power. And you can just rely on the poke from the Elder and the super minions to basically win for you.
Right now the mid wave is pushing in. They're on that bottom inhibitor. Now all inhibitors have fallen again. Lion have 1 Nexus turret left alive. Weaver's Wall coming out. Saint's on the wrong side across the Veil to try and save himself for right now. In the camouflage between worlds. Big damage on the Mossman. Inspired again. FlyQuest are getting engaged on. Crescent Guard will keep Inspired alive for right now, but Busio goes in for the engage. It's another re-engage from Lion, but they just lost it. Surdy's down. Busio's down in response. Henna with the Jinx is excited. Masu forced away from the fight. Flash available. Blade Caller will not land. And yet again, Lion hold the line. Oh! Get back onto the Rift and get anything sizable.
The Nexus turrets will respawn. You never know. Nice
Wait,
block.
look at the mini-map. Jinx down here. Jinx.
Yeah, Henna, 1v1 versus Bwippo. We were wondering how many autos would it take. I think we might figure that out. Surdy is nearby, but so is Quad. Henna has the flash again. Saint with Between Worlds will push back the rest of FlyQuest, but That's a couple flashes, couple ultimates used.
Busio had to flash too, so it's not like it's a free engage onto Henna now that Henna's flash is down. You can see one next turret is respawned, but here's Baron and maybe the slow end, but the Jinx clears waves so fast, we'll see.
Yeah, they're able to Baron up the bottom super minions. 2 are hitting that turret. As now the rest of LYON here, again, trying to hold the line. This is the 3rd attempt from FlyQuest. Big flank from Adiland here as he's all the way around, threatening the back line. Bwipo now in his own, but up flank back out to Henna. Quad with the savior play, the redemption play, takes out the AD carry for FlyQuest. They'll march in. No more Jinx, no more hope for LYON, and FlyQuest will 2-0 this series.
Just like we all expected, FlyQuest dispatched LYON in the 2-0. No, man, this